Taking full advantage of his 10 minutes of TV time at the first hearing on Ketanji Jackson Brown's nomination to the Supreme Court, Texas Senator Ted Cruz delivered a rant loaded with attacks on Democrats for their treatment of nominees, including now Justice Brett Kavanaugh. The Texas Republican went even further, making his opening statement more about perceived slights and less about the nominee who sat patiently listening to him. Take a look at the clip from C-SPAN.
Our Democratic colleagues want the Supreme Court to be anti-democratic. Our Democratic colleagues get frustrated with the democratic process. When they can't pass gun control laws because the American people don't support them, they want unelected judges to mandate those same laws instead. Law after law after law that they can't get through the democratic process, the Democrats have decided it's much simpler to convince 5 lawyers in black robes than to try to convince 330 million Americans. That is why Supreme Court confirmation hearings have become so contentious, is because the Supreme Court has arrogated to itself a responsibility the Constitution doesn't give it, which is to make contested policy decisions and take them away from the American people. It is only one side of the aisle that, with Justice Clarence Thomas, was so reprehensible that, as the president who nominated him, President George Herbert Walker Bush, wrote at the time, quote, "What's happening to Clarence Thomas is just plain horrible. All the groups that tried to beat him up on abortion or affirmative action have now come out of the woodwork. They are trying to destroy a decent man. This is an ugly process, and one can see clearly why so many good people elect to stay out of public life." As Justice Thomas observed in that hearing, what happened there was, to use his words, a high-tech lynching. And I would note the chairman who presided over that disgrace was Joe Biden. And then most of the members of this committee remember the confirmation hearing of Brett Kavanaugh, one of the lowest moments in the history of this committee, where Democrats on this committee sat on allegations, didn't refer them to the FBI, didn't ask for investigations, hid them, and then leaked them against the wishes of the complainant. And we began a circus that featured Spartacus moments, featured such nuts as Michael Avenatti, whom CNN breathlessly for some months described as a possible Democratic presidential candidate. That's before, presumably, he became a felon in recent months. Judge Jackson, I can assure you that your hearing will feature none of that disgraceful behavior. No one is going to inquire into your teenage dating habits. No one is going to ask you with mock severity, do you like beer?
Hawaii Senator Mazie Hirono came out and condemned those who oppose the nomination of Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court by invoking the phrase affirmative action. Hirono said, "They have implied you were solely nominated due to your race," calling a conservative media personality's demand for the judge to release her LSAT scores incredibly offensive and condescending. As the first black woman to be nominated to the court, Jackson would break new ground for a court long dominated by white men who make decisions for a diverse country. Hirono continued, saying, "Your nomination is not about filling a quota. It's about time. It's about time we have a highly qualified, highly accomplished black woman on the Supreme Court. It's about time the highest court reflects the country it serves. It's about time black women and black girls can find someone who looks like them sitting on the court," she said. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com. And if you'd like to see more of the Raw Report, please like and subscribe and join others who like their news raw too.